Hello, my name is Alexandra, and in this video I will say a few words about the role of the online tutor in online collaborative learning environments. And I will elaborate a little bit more on the role of the online tutor in establishing the feeling of social presence in these environments. First of all, what is online tutoring? I like to say that online tutoring is mainly about guiding students instead of teaching them. That means that the online tutor is there to guide students through the activities that were planned by the course instructor or the course teacher. There are different roles of the online tutor, and here I will elaborate on 4 of them. First of all, from the pedagogical point of view, the online tutor is there to monitor student discussions and make sure that students are discussing relevant points. The online tutor can also pose some questions or provide some hints or clues for the students in case they're stuck in their discussions or they're not sure how they're supposed to proceed. From the managerial point of view, the online tutor is there to remind students of upcoming deadlines or maybe clarify task requirements in case students are not sure. From the technical point of view, the online tutor can help students to figure out how to use the technology. And finally, from the social perspective, the online tutor is there to establish the feeling of social presence. And I will say a few more words about this point in particular. What is social presence? When there is the feeling of social presence in the online learning environment, it helps students to feel connected to each other and to the course instructor instead of feeling isolated. That is very important for meaningful collaborative knowledge construction. And I like to say that social presence, or the feeling of social presence, distinguishes between a real collaborative community and a bunch of people who are simply exchanging information. What affects social presence? There is a few things. First of all, it is the communication medium itself. You can imagine that when you speak to someone by Skype, for example, you can see the person, you can hear their voice, so it's much easier for you to relate to this person. It's much easier for you to react immediately and ask your questions at once. But for example, when you are just using text to communicate with your peers, and moreover, when you are communicating asynchronously, it means that you sometimes have to wait a little bit longer for their response, and sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging for you to interpret what they meant by their text. But also, it is the communication context that affects the feeling of social presence. And communication context is something that is being established over time. The communication context includes several aspects. First of all, it is about emotional expression. And that means that students are supposed to be able to express themselves, express their feelings easily. They have to be able to say if they like or dislike something, if they're not sure about something, or whatever they have to say. It is also about open communication, which basically means that students have to be able to share their opinions freely and to provide different perspectives, even if their perspectives are really different from the rest of the group. They have to feel that they are encouraged to share. And they have to be able to respect each other's contributions, even if they disagree. And finally, it is also about group cohesion, which is very important. That means that each student has to feel that he or she belongs to the group, that he actually works with his peers instead of working alone or contributing alone. And of course, the role of the online tutor is very important here. The online tutor is supposed to be an open-minded person, being able to accept different points of view, different perspectives, and moreover, encourage students to share these different perspectives when they have them. The online tutor is also supposed to be promoting the feeling of mutual respect among students and acknowledgement of all contributions. That means that whatever is being posted in the learning environment, each opinion, it has to be taken up. It has to be commented by peers. It has to be commented by the tutor in case it was not commented by peers. The online tutor is also capable of helping students to establish shared values in the group. That means that the online tutor can help students find good learning goals and maybe discuss effective strategies to reach these goals. And finally, the online tutor is also supposed to be promoting social interactions among students. That means the kind of interactions not necessarily related to the learning task. So that can be discussing daily life, personal interests, or whatever is interesting for the participants. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.